What's going on, everybody? It's your boy TeflonJohn coming to you courtesy of the I Am TeflonJohn brand in the art of reinvention. And tonight's branch is going to be coming from the Bulletproof Workouts branch. We're going to be talking about health tonight. We're going to be talking about ways that we can get you healthy. And so tonight's ways is 5 ways for you to get healthy. And that's what we want to push. We just want you guys to get healthy, man, because you hear a lot of things going on. Today we got a lot of people dying, a lot of people getting diagnosed with diabetes, a lot of people getting diagnosed with high blood pressure, especially in the African American community. And so I encourage you to share this video. Go ahead and share it. Get it to as many people as you can right now. So basically about me, everybody knows, for those of you who don't know, I go by TeflonJohn. I try to motivate and inspire people and try to, inspire them by provoking thought. And a lot of times with the I Am TeflonJohn brand, I try to push, improving people, spiritually, mentally, financially, and physically. And tonight we're going to talk about the physical aspect, which is your health. So I appreciate you guys for jumping on. Feel free to comment, place any questions in the comment that you might have. But tonight we're going to jump right into it. I appreciate all you guys that are jumping on. I appreciate all the support from the I Am TeflonJohn brand presents the Art of Reinvention. And the Art of Reinvention show is going to be try to do a weekly show where I'm interviewing someone, and that story or something that they're doing will help motivate and inspire you guys. So let's get right into it. 5 ways for you to get healthy, right? And it's very important for you to be healthy because you're going to live longer and it's going to improve your quality of life, right? So the first way to get healthy is nutrition. You got to know what nutrition is. You got to know what good nutrition is. And number one, good nutrition is going to provide proper energy balance. What I mean by energy balance is normally when you're dealing with food, you're dealing with what? Calories, right? So let's simplify it. Calories are nothing but the amount of energy in food. So if you're taking in not enough calories, not enough food, you're not going to have enough energy. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking in too many calories, you're going to have too much energy. And let me tell you, when you're overeating, when you're taking in too many calories, all that excess calories that your body's not going to utilize as energy is going to be stored as fat, thus overeating, right? If you're taking in too few calories, that's where you're going to be in a caloric deficit and you're actually going to burn fat, right? And if you Google BMR, basal metabolic rate, or BMR calculator, the BMR calculator will tell you how many calories you're burning per day without exercising, without eating. That's just how many calories your body will burn per day. If you go to bodybuilding.com, they have one, but if you Google BMR calculator, it'll be able to tell you how many calories you should be burning per day according to your body type and your physique, right? Good nutrition but provides nutrient density. What I mean by nutrient density is if you took 4 ounces, if you weighed your food, 4 ounces of French fries versus 4 ounces of, say, strawberries, right? Nutrient density is when your food is higher in nutrients than it weighs, right? So if you look at 4 ounces of strawberries versus 4 ounces of French fries, even though it's 4 ounces, right? You have the same amount of food, the same quantity of food. There's more nutrients in the strawberry, so we call that nutrient dense. 4 ounces of French fries, same amount of food if you weigh it. That's what we call caloric dense. So if you're trying to lose weight, right? If you're trying to cut fat, you want to stick to nutrient dense food. Leave the caloric dense food alone. Set that to the side. Now, if you're trying to build muscle and add size, sometimes you want to have caloric dense food, but you want to do that in moderation because you want to put on lean muscle and not a lot of body fat, right? Now we're going to talk about good nutrition achieves health, body composition, and performance goals. And let me tell you why. You want to always gauge any program that you're on by those 3. All right, it achieves health. So that means if you're eating right, if you're doing what you need to do, exercising right, your health should be improving. So when you go to the doctor, you should be getting some good reports, right? Your health shouldn't be going down. For example, if you're taking a supplement saying that you're quote unquote getting healthy and it's harming your liver, if it's speeding up your heart rate, you know what I mean? If it's giving you some type of effect physiologically that's not right, that's not good health. So any type of good nutrition, right? Any type of good balanced nutrition should help improve your overall health, right? Good nutrition helps your body composition. So there's no way for you to say, hey, I'm eating right, and what you're eating is helping you put on fat or going going in the opposite direction of what you want. So when you're eating right and when you're working out right, that's going to be the testament to see, okay, is this good nutrition? If your goal is to lose weight and your nutrition is right, you should be trimming down, you should be looking better, you should be flushing more water out of your system by drinking water, and you should actually look leaner, right? Now we're going to talk about performance goals. If you have good nutrition, your performance goals should be increasing. So for example, if you're in the gym and your goal is to become stronger, your nutrition program should consist of some carbohydrates. Now, by eating those carbs and eating right, getting the right amount of sleep, you should notice yourself getting stronger. You should notice, if you're a runner, cutting back time on your mile or your 200 meters or whatever you're doing, right? And then you should be noticing that you should be able to have more endurance. So nutrition measures all of those. I'm going to go over those again. It achieves health, body composition, and performance goals. All right. Next one. Good nutrition is honest and outcome based. And I'm smiling because I've trained so many people. I've been a personal trainer since 2012. It's no way possible, unless you have a thyroid issue, that you're telling me or telling any trainer, hey, I'm eating right, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm cutting carbs, I'm not eating a lot of sugar. If you're eating good, the outcome should show. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be honest. That means you have to be honest with your trainer or your dietitian, or be honest with yourself. Like, am I eating correctly? So a lot of people get frustrated when they're not seeing the physical goals, but a lot of people aren't being honest with themselves. So basic breakdown. Good nutrition is, it provides proper energy balance, nutrient density, and it achieves body health, composition, and performance goals. And it's honest and outcome based, right? Now, the second way, number two, the second aspect of getting healthy is get up and get active, right? Number one, everybody knows the simple thing: join the gym, all right? Get a personal trainer. And then within the gym, right? Say if you don't really want to mess with the weights, join a gym that has a lot of free classes. So that means you're going to pay a $30 to $40 per month membership. And you're just going to sign up and just go in for the free classes. Your spin classes, your body pumps, your Zumbas, your free weight classes, your spin classes. So anything that you can do, right? Also, right, they have DVDs. Everybody has a DVD player, PlayStation 4, Xbox, or whatever. You can go buy a DVD and follow that. They have apps on apps, you know, that you can download and that you can follow. They have private groups. You know, you can get with some more people and develop a private group, and then you all can go for walks. You all can go riding the bike trail. You know, you all can go do something, you know, something physical like swimming. You know, you all can go for a walk. Well, let me tell you, walking is one of the simplest forms of being active, and you can't downplay it. Because if you were to walk in the morning, on an empty stomach for an hour, you'll be surprised on how much weight you could actually lose, right? And like I said, YouTube, everybody that's watching me on a smartphone right now, there's no excuse. You can go to YouTube, type in body weight exercises, ab exercises, leg exercises, and that you can do with these people, and you can actually pause the video when you get tired, right? So we live in an age where technology has given us no excuse, but technology has given us a lot more distractions from being healthy, right? All right. So third way of getting healthy, right, is check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? I know that comes from an old song, check yourself, but I'm not getting to rapping right now. But check it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So you want to get your checkups. Go to your doctor. Get your yearly checkups, right? Women, mammograms, pap smears, get those yearly checkups, because they call that preventative care. Fellas, go get your prostate screening, and if you don't want that up the rear end, you know what I'm saying, they do a PSA test, which is a blood test to test your prostate level in your blood. But it's very important, right? And then look, let me tell you, it's very important that you know your family medical history and develop a relationship with your doctor and tell him, like, hey, look, this is what runs in the family on my mother's side. This is what runs in the family on my father's side. That way they can be on the lookout, and most of these diseases can be prevented and treated earlier, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you knew a missile was coming to your house right now, You should be out of there. Put the keys in ignition and get out of there. So for some of us that are predisposed to high blood pressure, diabetes, why don't we change our diet now before we get this disease? And then we say, oh, well, I have it because the so-and-so had it. True indeed, you are predisposed, so the chances of you getting this type of disease is higher, but it's not a guarantee. So if you get on it now, exercise, if you eat right, we can get on it. So now I'm going to throw some stats, right? Over 40,000 women and 400 men in the United States die from breast cancer. So women, like I said, those mammograms are very important. Fellas, do your own breast check and your pec and your chest muscles. And if you feel anything that's abnormal, go to the doctor. Anything that's abnormal, go to the doctor, right? You got ovarian cancer. Women, over 14,000 women in the United States die from ovarian cancer. You know what I'm saying? So look at those stats. You know what I mean? Cancer is running rampant. And when we're talking about nutrition and cancer, a lot of us are eating processed foods, meaning anything packaged, anything that had to go through a machine. Most stuff with an expiration date is packaged and it has other chemicals. Now, do believe we live in the United States of America. But if you do the research, some of the chemicals that are allowed in the United States of America's food are not allowed. They're banned from other countries. So do your research, you know what I'm saying, and what you're eating. I know it's more time consuming, but it may be cheaper and more effective and more healthier for you to prepare your own food. That way you know what's in it. A chicken breast is a chicken breast. You want to go organic when you can. But when you're eating a chicken breast or chicken patty from someone that's processed, that's a lot of chicken parts that's making up that meat. So you really don't know what's in there, right? Now we're going to talk about another way to get healthy, right? Is your mind. We want to strengthen your mind. You got to strengthen your mind. Have a vision and a goal. If you don't have a vision and a goal, it's going to be easy for you not to eat right. It's going to be easy for you to fall off the wagon. Because let me tell you, if you have a vision and your goal, right, and your vision and goal meets to where the reason why you're going after what you're going after makes sense to you, you're not going to want to slip up. Like I have a client, shout out to Javon Eldridge, he's killing it. But you know what I'm saying? I remember I had to make him or try to encourage him to have a cheat date. That's how much his goal meant to him. See, when you don't have a goal, it's like getting in a car and there's no destination for the GPS. You're just driving, burning up gas. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to become healthy, figure out why. The number one reason, figure out why. Why am I getting healthy? And make sure that reason is big enough to sustain you through adversity. And no, you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to work out all the time. You may skip a couple workouts. You might cheat here and there, but you want to be consistent at that process of trying to become healthy, right? Be consistent at that process. And when we're talking about mental health, right, outside of working out, we're talking about positivity. Surround yourself with positivity, whether it be, listening to motivational speeches, whether it be, listening to positive Facebook lives, whether it be reading positive books, whether it be going to church, getting that good word, whether it be Bible study, whether it be hanging with positive people, because when people are negative and toxic around you, they sow seeds of negativity up here. I don't care if it's family. You don't owe it to anyone to drain you of your energy. You don't owe it to anyone to drain you of your joy. And you don't owe it to anyone to allow them to kill your dreams and take all motivation away from you from going after what you want. Because what happens is someone can tell you something now. Someone can say, hey man, hey John, I like the show, man, but I don't think it's going anywhere. And I may say okay, and it may not bother me, but they planted a seed in my mind. 6 months down the road, I can run into something where I can't get gas, my equipment's bugging out, or I'm not really getting followers. And what's going to happen? I'm going to remember and replay what they said. Hey, well, so-and-so said that wasn't going to work out. And before you know it, I quit. So make sure we protect our mind. Always compare your mind to a garden. You got to pull the weeds up, plant new and good stuff, learn new things. You know what I mean? Surround yourself with other positive people. And let me tell you, you want to be around people every now and then to where that group that you're around, sometimes you want to be the dumbest one in the group so you can absorb a lot of information. This year, 2018, I've been networking with a lot of people that I don't know, stepping out, learning, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you, it's great Don't feel bad when you're leaving people behind. Some people in your life are like anchors, right? So you have motors and anchors. These are the two people around you, motors and anchors. The motors are meant to propel you, are meant to push you, to get you in motion. The anchors in your life weigh you down, and they keep you where you are, and they like for you to be where you are. So when you go home, or right now when you get off this live video, close your eyes and just think, who's a motor, who's an anchor? And you got to govern yourself accordingly, because sometimes we're loyal to a lot of anchors, and we're pushing the motors out our life. You know what I mean? So mental health, very important. Now we're going to talk about some good reasons of why you should become healthy. Good reasons of why you should become healthy. For one, longevity. You know what I mean? People that are healthy normally live longer. You know what I mean? They normally have a free lifestyle, where anyone that has kids love to, it's getting warm outside. Kids want to go outside and run around and play, and they would love for you to run out and play with them. But imagine you can't run and play with them because you have asthma due to your being overweight, or you have some type of arthritis due to you eating, and due to your toxic nature. You know what I mean? So imagine another reason I want to touch on is, don't be a burden. Everybody has that family member that health is so bad you can't have fun at the cookout because you're worried about them eating another spoonful of potato salad that may take them over. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a burden towards somebody's like, hey, look, I want to go on that cruise, man, but who's going to watch uncle or, sister so-and-so? Don't be a burden. When you're not healthy, you not only compromise your quality of life, you compromise the people's quality of life around you, because if they really care about you, they're going to alter their life to make sure that you're okay. And we know you're grown. We know you can eat what you want, but if you're diabetic and you're eating what you want, you're rolling the dice with your life. You know what I mean? And when it comes to that, I want to challenge all the saints. I want to challenge everybody that goes to church. You know what I mean? If you believe your body's a temple, make an attempt. Try to eat healthy, because there's no way for you to fulfill your assignment that God has given you if you're unhealthy. And you can only travel one day out the week, and then your body's tired and you're fatigued. All right. And then when you're healthy, speaking of that purpose, you can fulfill your purpose. Let me tell you, since I've been doing a lot of live interviews and really pushing my brand, it really wears on your body when you're doing everything else that you have to do in life. And part of that is stamina. You know what I mean? When you're healthy, when you're working out, you have stamina. I seen Pastor Evan Risher on here, and I'm pretty sure that when he travels and when he's preaching a lot and teaching a lot, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that his body gets weary. But because he's a healthy young man, he's able to do more than the average pastor that's not. You know what I mean? And that goes for businessmen, entrepreneurs, employees. When you're healthy, you can do more on your job. When you're healthy, you can receive more work, which may ultimately lead to a promotion. I've been in like management for a while, and I've seen where certain people couldn't get promoted or hired because physically they could not do the job that we were asking them to do. So that's how important your health is. Your health can also affect the amount of money that you make. And look, it's cheaper to be healthy. Let me tell you, it's cheaper to be healthy. So if you're diabetic or you have high blood pressure, right, you're going to pay a copay every so often. You got to get medication every so often. So if you're healthy, you're going to the doctor at best once a year just to get your preventative screenings. If you're unhealthy, you're constantly at the doctor. You're constantly getting these prescriptions filled. You got to buy this. You got to buy that. You know what I mean? So you're constantly forking out a lot of money. Diabetes costs over $13,000 per year. And if you look at the insurance now in the United States, a lot of things are not being covered if you don't have great insurance. A lot of things are not being brought to where they're making it a lot of generics. So, and they're just giving you more chemicals, right? So it's a difference between treating the illness and trying to heal the illness. And a lot of times they're giving you the pill, they're giving you the medicine, but they're not giving you ways that you can physically overcome this illness, right? Most people don't know why they have diabetes. Most people don't know that diabetes is linked to the pancreas, because the pancreas produces insulin, right? And so I just want to school you for a minute. Like, the reason your body, your pancreas produces insulin. Let's say if I eat a cake right now, a lot of sugar, your pancreas is gonna release insulin to lower that blood sugar. Say if you're fasting or you just skipped a meal and you're working all day, your pancreas will release insulin to raise your blood sugar. So with diabetics, they have little to no production of insulin. So that's scary, because now if they're eating like banana pudding or something sweet, that sugar can climb until they go into what they call a diabetic coma. Or if they haven't eaten all day, their sugar will drop until they pass out. You know what I mean? So know that. Do your education and find out why you have what you have, and then look up ways of how you can prevent it. I'm telling you, diet and exercise is always the first step. And diet and exercise is something that you don't have to go to a doctor and ask them to do. You know, dieting, a lot of people relate dieting to not eating, but it's just a way of eating. You can be on a fat diet, a protein diet. So you want to be on a healthy diet, right? And let me tell you, medications can range from $50 to over $200 per month. $50 to $200 per month. And what's crazy is the average person says, I can't afford to live healthy. A gym membership is 25 to 40, 45 bucks a month, right? So you got to look at that as I'm invested in me. I'm invested in myself. When you go to the store, and I understand some of this stuff is a little expensive, but there are ways, and you can Google ways, right, where you can buy, some meals and prep them and have them for 3 or 4 days at a time. But at least you know what you're eating. But you have to look at your health as every dollar I spend, I'm invested in me. Most unhealthy people that have told me that, hey, I can't afford you for personal training, or hey, man, I can't afford a gym membership. They got $200 pair of shoes on, pair of $80 jeans, and they can barely take 10 steps in those $200 shoes without sitting down because they're unhealthy. And I'm just being real, man, because in the African American community, we got to tighten up when it comes to our health. Like, you can probably count on your fingers 2 or 3 times how many people that that have diabetes, high blood pressure, and they're doing nothing about it. Nothing about it. And it's killing us. They call high blood pressure the silent killer for a reason. Do your research. Get with your doctor and say, look, doc, my goal for this year is to come off this medicine. What can we do? You know what I'm saying? You should be working with your doctor to develop a plan to come off of your medicine. You know what I mean? Then we have, like I said, gym memberships, $20 to $45 a month. Look, home workouts are free. Running is free. Walking is free. Riding a bike, if you have one, is free. Just be active. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, most people have smartphones, and you can dial up any workout on your smartphone. Go to YouTube and put in upper body workouts at home, full body workouts at home, and you follow along, and it's free. As long as you're paying for your internet service or your Wi-Fi or your cell phone bill, all these workouts are free. You just follow them on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Bulletproof Workouts is available. I'll help you. I do online coaching for a fee, to where if you can't afford one-on-one training, I'll give you a meal plan. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a workout plan for you to do at home or in the gym. You let me know what type of equipment you're working on. Then we'll do FaceTime videos and I'll check on you. And there are many other avenues that you could actually go through and actually get healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I have a class on Tuesday nights in Appomattox at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? It's about $5 to $8 for you to do. So, hey, look. There are many ways, and if you're watching this broadcast and want to get a private group together and you guys would like me to come and train you, just inbox me, or email me at bulletproofworkout, spelled with a Z, at gmail.com. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I just want you guys to know how important it is to be healthy, because the reality of it is, health is really catching up with a lot of people. You're seeing a lot of young people with juvenile diabetes at age 8, 9, and 10 due to the diet, the high sugary diets, the high carb diets that we're putting these kids on. And let me tell you, I love the PlayStation. I love Netflix and all this other stuff. but a lot of this stuff is becoming a distraction to our kids. So we're seeing obesity, an overwhelming rate in our schools. I've never seen so many obese children, because now everyone's staying inside. I remember when I first learned how to drive. I remember, driving, you had to look out for kids. Nobody comes outside anymore. They're glued to the television. They're glued to the cell phone. So look, if you're in a household that have kids, make them become active. 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day. You know what I mean? Encourage them to be active, because if you have children with diabetes, that can be very, very expensive. Children with high blood pressure, very, very expensive, because it's harder to convince a kid why they can't have candy, sugar, ice cream, things that they should have in moderation. For an adult, it's different, but it's going to be hard for you to tell a child that they can't eat that. So tonight's video, I just want you guys to share it, because it's very important that we get this message out. So I just want you guys just to share this. You know what I'm saying? Give me some likes, give me some smiley faces, give me some hearts throughout the broadcast. But make sure you share this, because we got to get this information out. It's going to be great information. And keep on supporting the Art of Reinvention show. We got the podcast and we have the live show. So I'm going to have another guest on there next week, or this week coming up. Look, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful, blessed Monday. And remember, Monday is what you make it. Monday is the same day every week. So don't go into work saying, oh, it's Monday. Monday's been the same. Monday is the day after Sunday, the day before Tuesday, since I've been born. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be prepared. Now, you may work with some idiots on your job that do that, but take command of your space. Take command of your mind and say, I'm going to have a great Monday no matter what. Speak it in existence. I'm going to have a great Monday no matter what. I'm not going to let anybody speak negativity and bring me down. I'm going to have a great day. And if they say that stuff, let them talk. Let them talk. But it's your job, it's your duty, it's your homework. Your homework tomorrow is to have a great Monday. Teflon said have a great Monday. I know my name is not Simon. We're not doing Simon Says, but Teflon says have a great Monday. Have a blessed Monday. And look, if you guys have any questions, just post them in the comments and I'll do another video. I apologize. I haven't been doing a lot of health videos lately, but I'm going to try to knock one out once a week. We're going to take different health topics. So post in the comments what's the next topic you want me to do on. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. And as I always say, one love, be blessed.